In the ever-evolving battlegrounds of Mobile Legends, mastering hero matchups is key to victory. Today, we delve into the art of countering Zhuxin, the formidable mage known for her agility and burst damage. Zhuxin's arsenal includes deadly spells and swift maneuvers, making her a force to be reckoned with. But fear not, for we've curated a lineup of heroes ready to stand against her might. From the fiery Valir to the relentless Martis, each hero brings unique strengths to the battlefield, poised to thwart Zhuxin's advances. Join us as we explore their skills, strategies, and why they're the ultimate counters to Zhuxin's dominance. Get ready to turn the tide of battle and emerge victorious. Before we proceed, please consider supporting my channel by liking, commenting, and sharing this video. This will make it easier for others in search of guidance to find it on YouTube. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more helpful content. Thank you. In the epic clash against Zhuxin, Melissa emerges as the ultimate adversary, armed with her arsenal of unique abilities. With her Dollbuster passive, she unleashes devastating damage upon minions, throwing Zhuxin's crimson butterflies into chaos. But that's just the beginning. With Falling, Melissa leaps into action, gaining unmatched mobility and attack speed, turning the tide of battle in her favor. And when she unleashes Eyes on You, enemies are ensnared by Muddles, their movements crippled as Melissa seizes control of the battlefield. But wait, there's more. Melissa's ultimate, Go Away, calls upon Cuddles to erect an impenetrable barrier, disrupting Zhuxin's every move. With Falling, Eyes on You, and Go Away at her command, Melissa dominates with unrivaled control, mobility, and disruption, making her the ultimate nemesis to Zhuxin's playstyle. Minsitthar emerges as the ultimate counter to Zhuxin with his revamped abilities. His Mark of the King passive marks opponents with each basic attack, stunning them when all marks are completed, while also restoring his health, making him resilient against Zhuxin's assaults. Spear of Glory, his first skill, not only deals damage and slows enemies, but also stuns them, disrupting Zhuxin's mobility and channeling abilities. Shield Assault, his second skill, transforms into a multi-hit attack, reducing incoming damage and making him a tough target for Zhuxin to take down. Moreover, Minsithar's ultimate, King's Calling, traps enemies within a circular field, slowing them and preventing them from using movement skills, effectively shutting down Zhuxin's mobility. Altogether, Minsithar's crowd control, durability, and utility make him the perfect counterpick against Zhuxin, dominating the battlefield with his revamped abilities. Alucard emerges as the ultimate counter to Zhuxin with his kit designed for relentless engagement. His passive, Pursuit, grants him enhanced movement speed after skill usage, enabling him to swiftly pursue or evade Zhuxin's attacks. Ground Splitter, his first skill, delivers wide-ranging damage while reducing cooldowns, ensuring Alucard maintains constant pressure on Zhuxin. With Whirling Smash, his second skill, Alucard dashes towards his target, inflicting damage and weakening Zhuxin's defenses, allowing him to close the gap and increase his damage output. Moreover, Alucard's ultimate, Fission Wave, enhances his attack speed and lifesteal, enabling him to sustain through Zhuxin's assaults while dealing consistent damage. Altogether, Alucard's mobility, sustained damage, and lifesteal make him an exceptional adversary against Zhuxin, capable of relentlessly pursuing her, mitigating her damage, and ultimately securing victory on the battlefield. Natan is a formidable counter to Zhuxin with his versatile skills. His passive, Theory of Everything, boosts his attack and movement speed with each hit, allowing him to outmaneuver Zhuxin. Superposition deals significant magic damage to enemies in its path, swiftly weakening Zhuxin's health. Interference disrupts Zhuxin's positioning by pulling enemies and exploding, complicating her movements. With his ultimate Entropy, Natan summons a reverse clone, confusing Zhuxin and providing a strategic advantage in engagements. Aldous counters Zhuxin effectively with his unique skills. His passive, Contract Transform, boosts his next basic attack with increased damage, allowing him to swiftly burst down Zhuxin. Contract Soul Steal, his first skill, aids in accumulating stacks rapidly, making him a significant threat to Zhuxin. Contract Explosion disrupts Zhuxin's positioning with a shockwave, providing Aldous with an opportunity to close the gap. His ultimate, contract Chase Fate swiftly eliminates Zhuxin, who relies on mobility, making Aldous a formidable counter. In essence, Aldous' rapid stack accumulation, disruptive abilities, and devastating ultimate make him the perfect counter to Zhuxin. Guinevere proves to be a potent counter to Zhuxin with her versatile skills. Her passive, super magic, allows her to deal extra damage to airborne enemies, exploiting Zhuxin's vulnerability to crowd control. Energy Wave, her first skill, provides long-range poke and crowd control, making it difficult for Zhuxin to engage or disengage effectively. Spatial Migration, her second skill, offers mobility and crowd control, allowing Guinevere to engage or escape from Zhuxin's attacks. Her ultimate, Violet Requiem, deals massive damage and knocks enemies airborne multiple times, disrupting Zhuxin's positioning and rendering her vulnerable to follow-up attacks. In summary, Guinevere's kit of crowd control, burst damage, and mobility makes her an effective counter to Zhuxin's playstyle. Martis effectively counters Zhuxin with his versatile skills. His passive, Ashura's Wrath, inflicts extra true damage and slows Zhuxin after every 5 basic attacks or skill casts. Ashura Aura, his first skill, damages and pulls Zhuxin towards him, disrupting her positioning. Mortal Coil, his second skill, provides crowd control by knocking up Zhuxin, preventing her from escaping. His ultimate, Decimate, deals damage and pulls Zhuxin towards him, further limiting her mobility and setting her up for team attacks. In short, Martis' true damage, crowd control, and mobility disruption make him a formidable counter to Zhuxin's playstyle. Valir serves as a potent counter to Zhuxin with his updated abilities. His passive applies damage over time and stuns enemies, pressuring Zhuxin's mobility. Burst Fireball harasses Zhuxin with burst damage and slows, limiting her movement. Searing Torrent provides crowd control and area damage, disrupting Zhuxin's positioning. His ultimate grants increased damage and movement speed while removing debuffs, allowing him to maintain pressure on Zhuxin. In essence, Valir's continuous damage, crowd control, and ability disruption make him a formidable counter to Zhuxin's playstyle. Thank you for watching. For more hero guides and strategies, be sure to check out our other videos. Until next time, keep dominating the battlefield.